What makes an MMO an MMO? Hey, I'm Artifact, and this is a series I like to call... I don't know, I haven't named it yet. I think I'll call it PSO Rants, where I rant about things, and they never have to do with PSO. Basically, I just run around whatever this is. The Destiny in me wants to call it the Tower, but I think it's called the Ark Ship. I've done so many laps around this thing. And I just talk about what I want to talk about. So as I started this video, oh, I fell off. Okay, fine, we'll do another lap. So, Destiny 2. Is it an MMO? Or is it a shooter? Here's the thing. Bungie says yes, it's an MMO. Everyone else says no, it's not. MMO is massive multiplayer online games. They require collaboration, they require communication, they require competition. Sometimes. Most of the time. Sometimes. And as I was thinking about this, because I used to say, no, Destiny's not an MMO, stop calling it an MMO, you're just doing that. So that way you could say you're an MMO. Mechanic-wise, no. It's not. Right? You just go in and you shoot things. And sometimes if you shoot a big thing, you could get a big gun to shoot bigger things with your bigger gun. But at its core, I would say Destiny 2 does MMO things better than MMOs. I have 500 hours about in Final Fantasy. I had 300 hours in Terra, and I have 200 hours in PSO. And between the three of those games, I don't think I've talked to anyone more than 3 times. Destiny 2 is a different story. Because as I go through LFG on the Xbox, you'll never know who you're gonna get. You could get a bunch of crazy squeakers, you could get a bunch of crazies, or you could just get really lucky and find a chill group of people. And at its core, isn't that what an MMO is all about? Is making new friends? Communicating? When you log in to a game, nowadays games are made to be multiplayer, just because multiplayer brings in money. Transactions, DLCs, things like that. Single player games don't bring in money because they're one and done. Multiplayer game, you just keep adding to them, whether it be maps, raids, dungeons, whatever floats your boat. When I look at what people want in an MMO, a lot of people say, please bring back the social aspect. Raid finder, dungeon finder, party finder. And I think what it is Destiny requires Destiny raids need communication. While Final Fantasy and Guild Wars and the other one, you just kind of go in, swing your big anime sword, and kill the big boss. And even then, you could type. Listen, what I'm getting at is I have made more friends in Destiny 2 than I have in any MMO I've played. I don't even like Destiny 2 that much. If we're being brutally honest, I think it's just meh. It's just another shooter. But I always go back to it because that's where my friends are. I have made so many good friends on Destiny that I don't want to quit that game until the friends quit that game.
Hello.
So at the end of the day, Destiny 2. Is it an MMO? You know what? I'm willing to say yes to it. If you say no, I understand where you're coming from. I do, because there's like... It's very simple. It's a very simple MMO. There's absolutely no armor in D2. Off the top of my head, I don't think there's any really cool sets that just pop up in my head the way Final Fantasy does. Eden's Gate and Eden's Verse are like really, really cool. And when I think about D2, armor really doesn't come to my mind. I think Crota, the hard mode Crota armor, but that's not D2, that's D1. At this point, the loot in D2 is more the guns than it is how you look. And because it's a first-person shooter, they could kind of get away with that, but I still miss the armor. But I'm way off subject.
What do you want from me?
So yes, I'm willing to call Destiny 2 a proper MMO. A very simple, very, very simple MMO. But it does MMO things better than a lot of MMOs. If you watched this video, thank you. If you watched till the end, thank you even more. These are just nothing throwaway videos. I'll keep doing them as long as they get views. Anything helps. I don't want to be that guy, but subscribe, leave a like. And as long as these get views, likes, and subscribes, I'll keep doing them. Alright. Thanks, guys. Artifact out.